All right, welcome to Let's Talk with Forever Young Films. Today is a special edition. We got a coach's edition right now. We got Coach Twine from St. Thomas Episcopal. Coach Twine, won't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Tell us a little bit about your coaching history.
All right. Well, my name is, again, Coach Twine. I've been at St. Thomas Episcopal. This is going 13th season here with the school. I've been coaching for over 20 years. This was my first actual full-time coaching gig at St. Thomas Episcopal. Before that, I was helping out, kind of coaching with the middle school team for a couple years. And then, of course, I've been on the summer scene for several years as well, coaching. And then from there, got the opportunity to jump straight into varsity as a head basketball coach. At the time when I took over the program, they hadn't had a winning season. Probably, I think it had been like 4 or 5 years prior to me coming on. Since I've come on, we've made the playoffs every year. 2013 was the first time we actually made it to the state tournament. We made it to state Final Four that year. And then the following year, we won state, and then we were state runner-up 2015, 2016 as well. And then from there on, made it to regionals, several times. Last year was the most recent time we made it to regionals, but prior to that, 2017, we were in regionals also. So we've had a lot of success with the program, a lot of winning seasons, a lot of really good basketball players come through the program. Been blessed to have, a ton of great assistant coaches with me, over the years, and still got two of those guys that joined with me back in 2014 and 2015. So Coach Jones came in 2014. He was a part of the state championship team. And then Coach Damian King, who's also still on staff, came in 2015. So he was a part of those state runner-up teams as well. So blessed to have those guys be a part of the program and help us continue to grow it.
Yeah, and I was going to touch light on them because when people ask me, I always say, man, I love their coaching staff and how they collectively develop their players, man. So I'm glad that you mentioned those guys. So with what y'all are doing, what are the fundamental principles that you all typically want to see out of your players game in and game out? Because I've covered y'all last year, and like, y'all are tough, gritty, hard-nosed, get it on both ends. So I just wanted to kind of touch base on some of the fundamental principles that y'all instill into the kids.
Oh, from a fundamental perspective, we touch on basically building that base, that foundation to everything that we do, from the offensive side of things to the defensive side of things. Everything is kind of, down to a science. So the very first thing that we talk about from a defensive standpoint fundamentally is just understanding the basic concept of playing defense. A lot of times we have guys that come in the program, they transfer from other places, and it's kind of a challenge to get them to understand that base, because everything that we're going to do for that is built from that base, which is, we hear this, but a lot of times a lot of people don't really understand how important it is. It's just basically understanding, the difference between being on ball, being one pass away, being in help, and then we can, get past, when I'm in help, okay, where am I supposed to be in help, or shallow, are we playing in the gaps, are we playing, at the nail, we helping hard, how are we going about doing that? We're building that base. I'm one pass away, I'm denying. 2 passes away, I'm in help. On ball, I'm pressing the ball. I'm making sure I'm mirroring the ball. I want to put pressure on that ball at all times because I want whoever's on the ball to, number one, feel uncomfortable. Number two, I don't want them to be able to make just passes, cross court, cross 3 lanes. I don't want a guy in the right lane passing to a guy in the left lane. I want them to have to make a pass to the guy, at the top and then rotate it and swing it because that gives us as a defense opportunity to contest that shot versus that person getting a wide open shot, whether it be a dunk or a 3. So that's kind of, our concept and our mindset behind our defense. And then we build all of our defensive strategies based off of those principles. So we'll do a lot of drills and stuff like, one of my favorite drills to do with the guys is working on, not allowing face cuts, things like that. And when you pressure that ball and you're mirroring that ball and then that guy makes a pass strong side, you want to step to that side and deny the ball. And then we keep that face cut from happening and then rotating into our head on the swivel, denying the backdoor pass. So we do a lot of that. From an offensive standpoint, the most important thing, obviously, it seems, very basic, but so many kids have a tendency to catch the ball and want to put it on the floor automatically. So for us, it's about making sure you do everything with a purpose. And the first thing I want to do, if I'm getting a rebound, if I'm on the defensive end, I get a defensive rebound, is I want to face my rim. I want to face the court. I want to see what's going on. You've seen us play, so you know how many times that ball is retrieved and it doesn't even hit the floor. We getting a layup. So obviously we want to score as quickly as possible. So that's the most important thing for us on the offensive end. And then of course, going over, spacing, making sure we got good spacing on the floor so we can do the things that we want to do. Just trying to get these guys, prepared for the next level and doing things with purpose.
Right. Okay. Yeah, man. And y'all do score. Y'all almost have a D'Antoni style when it comes to scoring quickly, especially without a shot clock. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day with high school sports in Houston, high school basketball in Houston. So, so if I'm a player that is looking to transfer rules are completely different from when I played. A lot of players are transferring. Why should that player consider y'all, and how do you prepare them so that their game can translate to the next level?
That's a great question. I'm glad you asked that question because so many times when I do have an opportunity to talk to parents and players that are looking at moving schools and things like that. One of the things I explained to them about our program, what's very unique about our program, is that although we have all these basic principles in place in the way we want to play the style of basketball that we want to play, our system is designed to fit the strengths of our program. So everyone has a purpose, and look at the beginning of the season, we're watching, we're evaluating our kids even as they play in these fall events and we can't coach them. We're looking to see what their strengths are. A lot of times during the summer, we're watching these guys play summer games and things like that and figuring out what's our best way to go about getting the most out of our guys. And so when new guys come in, we take that into consideration as well. And so obviously we're going to work on, being better at whatever areas we need to improve on individually with our players. But when it's time to play, when it's time to go compete, we want to put you in spots to be successful because ultimately we understand that by putting you in a spot to be successful, the team is going to be successful. And so look at your individual talents, and then we figure out what sets we're going to run on offense. We figure out what defensive schemes we're going to do, but keeping our principles in mind as we go about doing those things.
Okay, yeah, and you mentioned the fall events. There's 2 huge fall events coming here in Houston. You got the OTR high school shootout, and you also have the RCS Super 16 extravaganza. Y'all participated last year. Y'all are participating again this year. I've followed some of your players over the summer, so I've seen Jacoby Flores and Tyler Thomas and Big Alex. So I'll let you go with this, man. Just highlight some of the talent that you have this year and kind of what you're expecting from your players.
Okay, well, you mentioned Jacoby and Tyler and Alex, and they were a big part of our success last year. And I'm looking for them to continue to grow and develop their game and continue to give us even more. Jacoby, he's very talented. A lot of people know him as a shooter, but he's a playmaker. He's kind of our general on the floor. He makes things happen for us. Tyler came in last year, was kind of known as a defensive kid, but actually came into his own offensively and put up, some pretty good numbers for us last year. Alex was known as a rebounder, our interior paint protector, so to speak, but looking for him to do even more for us this year on the offensive end as well. He's also got good court vision. We're looking to utilize him to, make some passes from us from the high post and things of that nature as well. So very excited to watch those guys continue to grow. We returned several key guys from last year's team. One of them played a lot at points in the season, even had to start because of the injuries and things like that. Justin Ruiz, so he's really come a long way. Looking forward to seeing what he can give us this year. And then we have some key transfers that came in as well. So we got a kid named Donovan Johnson that transferred from Fort Bend Bush. And he's going to be very exciting for us. He's super athletic, about 6'4", can shoot it, and I'm excited to see what he can do, within our system as well. We got another kid that transferred in this year. His name is Lawrence Washington. A lot of people don't know a lot about him. He's not from the Houston area. He's 6'5", very long, can do a lot of different things, can protect paint, can defend the perimeter as well, can put the ball on the floor, can play downhill, can actually initiate offense if we need him to at times, but also can slide over and play a little five if we needed him to do that as well. So gives us a lot of versatility, so I'm very excited about having him. I got two freshmen coming in this year that I think are going to be interesting to watch, and as the season goes on, we'll get even stronger as they go. One kid is from St. Thomas Episcopal, Micah Gichana is his name, and his older brother's on the team. You saw his older brother last year. Matthew is his older brother. He'll be a junior this year, be playing well for us as well. But the other kid is Nathaniel Law. He's a pretty good shooter. Can really stretch the floor for us, gives us another shooter. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do for us and help us continue to just get better and better every year. So bench will look a little different this year. It won't look as light as it did last year. So I got about 11 guys this year. So very excited about that.
All right, man. Well, Coach, like I said, 2 big weekends. I mean, the OTR high school shootout and the RCS Super 16 extravaganza. There's 2 weekends where you can really measure up and see what you got as far as what your players are able to do stacked up against other teams, man. So best of luck. I'll be out there both weekends, so I'll be able to check y'all out. And I look forward to checking y'all out this season. Just want to say good luck. Appreciate you for calling in and doing this interview, bro.
I appreciate you a lot. I look forward to seeing you and catching up with you. And I just want to thank you, not just for what you've done for us, but what you're doing for all these programs across the city and giving these kids the exposure. And people don't understand how much you do to help people and how much you go out of your way to showcase these guys. And I just want to let you know that I appreciate you. In the city, we need guys like you.
Oh man, appreciate you, Coach. Like that means a lot coming from somebody like you. And like I said, man, best of luck to y'all. I'll be there. I'm still working for Jacoby and Tyler for that matter. So man, I'll see y'all this season. Good luck. Best wishes to the family, man. Hope y'all stay safe with this COVID and everything else going on. 2020 been relentless. So best of luck this season with school and best wishes to the family.
Best wishes to you, man. You're going to find my best.
All right. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.